Hello, all. Today we are with a world renowned car designer, Mr. Asok George, and we are here at Gothenburg in Sweden. And Asok is from our own Fort Kochi in Kerala. And we are all very proud that Asok has designed very uh, famous cars presently in Zeekr. Asok is now with Zeekr, and it's famous company which will see the Zeekr car which Ashok owns, and he has designed his own car. We must see that. And I've seen people taking photographs of this car on the roads in Sweden. So we are all very proud, Ashok. So how are you feeling about it? Being from India and and dominating the car designing field,
I wouldn't say dominating, but as I started here 25 years ago, I was very few Indians. Like now, it's a common thing in our industry. There's a lot of young Indians. So, of course, it's nice to see our contribution.
Of course.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So where did you start your career? Where did you study?
I studied architecture in Kerala. Then I studied IIT Bombay Masters in Design. And then I came to Sweden and did car design. So that's how I came to Sweden first time, 28 years ago.
So your roots of architecture are in India?
Yes.
Oh,
and also product design, also from India.
Wow. And IIT Bombay?
IIT Bombay.
Okay. So what are the major Volvo trucks you have designed which are we are very familiar with?
For Volvo, I worked mainly from 2005 to 2014. I was responsible for exterior design for the trucks at that time. So the FH, which came out in 2012, that was and all the FMX brand, completely all that was done during my tenure. FLFE update at that time also. But since then, of course, all these models have been refreshed.
Okay.
So I don't think there's anything left from what I worked on.
Okay. So as a designer, what are your priorities when you design a truck? I mean, of course, Volvo is renowned for safety.
Yeah.
It is a safety leader in the world.
Yeah.
And as a designer, how did you contribute to safety and how did safety influence your designing?
Yeah, I mean, of course, a lot of the innovations come from Volvo. So one significant innovation during my time was the FH, which we launched in 2012. It had the largest escape hatch on the roof. So this was a very big and heavy, part of the
Escape
truck.
hatch.
Yeah, because the legal regulation size of a hatch is too small, especially since truck drivers are generally big guys.
Yes.
So Volvo made sure that they had a really big hatch, which also let in light into the cabin. So that was a significant upgrade. And even though each truck, the cost increased significantly, but Volvo thought it was worth it. So now I think that regulation have caught up. So that new size is the regulation.
Oh, really?
But Volvo is always taking a step first.
So whatever Volvo does becomes the standard in the future.
If they see that it significantly helps in safety, and if the number of deaths, for example, are dropping, then of course it becomes.
So, and what are the design elements you have looked at when you design? Basically, the exterior. You are a specialist in exterior.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So I mean, a lot of things. For example, how safety in a truck
and aesthetics.
Yeah. So safety in a truck is not only about crashes. It's everything from daily use. So even the instep, how the driver climbs up and down, you make sure that your pants don't get hooked, and because you can get injured in your job, and there are many times when your whole life is affected just because of a slip down. Yeah. So all these things we have to consider, not just crashing.
Okay. And I've seen that the Volvo trucks you have designed, they're very beautiful. I mean, they're aesthetic and they're easy on the eyes, and there's something different about them. So, what are those features you wanted to put into those trucks, which brought out those looks?
Yeah, well, I think we use automotive for car standards for when it comes to surface quality and all that, so that
Surface quality.
Yeah, so you feel like it's a high quality product that costs, because of always more premium product. So we use every little thing, every detail is up to standard, is very high. So that's how we try to, yeah.
Okay. So now let's talk about cars. You are with Zeekr. You said the parent company is Geely,
Yes.
and I've seen you drive your own car. I mean, the car you have designed. You are very a proud owner of such a car, and uh, I'm very curious to know how you design your own car. It's not very common.
No, but well, I can't say that I designed it myself. It's always a design, car design, automotive design. It's always a teamwork.
Mhm.
So I would say that my job is to lead a team of very talented people.
Mhm.
So I think we all can claim that it's our design, rightfully so. So anyway, yeah, so it is a very complicated process involving lots of people, lots of technical aspects and everything like that. But at the end of the day, to see the end product is that's a very extreme satisfaction.
And I was told you also use clay modeling.
Yes, we still use clay modeling today. So even though it's let's say different from old days, but
Okay.
we still use clay models.
Okay. How do you feel? I mean, you have spent your schooling and college time in Kerala and in Bombay, and you are at this stage now where you are a recognized figure in the design industry of cars and trucks. And yesterday, and people were talking about it. We were proudly telling. How do you feel after all these years of achievement?
No, I think it's really nice, and I started to now think about my next step as I almost reached the twilight of my career. Is how can I?
You are young.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, but no. To also see how I can contribute, to how
Okay.
impart some of this knowledge that I've gained with share it with young people. So yeah, trying
Okay.
to get more involved in institutions back in India as well.
Okay. So, what is your advice to young architects and designers who are aspiring to be designers?
I think the main thing is to be very knowledgeable. It's a much tougher environment today compared to when I was.
Mhm.
The competition is very high. There are new tools now with AI and all this, but it doesn't matter. You always have to keep your passion and your creativity at a very high level and be aware of how you can stand out because we're getting more and more crowded.
Mhm. It's getting more and more crowded and it's getting tougher.
It's getting very tough. Yes, it is indeed.
And the younger generation is also getting tougher, I feel.
Yes, of course. I mean, they are much more, finding new ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's really amazing. I get very inspired by talking to young people.
I see. Yeah, you should inspire youngsters, uh, not only in the design industry but also looking at architecture and what various options available for an architect.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a niche area you have selected.
Yeah, it is definitely. But one thing I would like to stress upon also is that it's not only about your area of expertise. That's one thing that we as Indians always focus very well on. But it's also generally, how you are, how you interact with people, how you can, the social intelligence, I would say. This
Okay.
is something that we also need to focus on young people.
Okay.
Because sometimes you might be the most brilliant engineer or architect or designer, but if you cannot interact with people, they don't see your brilliance. They don't know. So
Okay.
this is something that I think young people should also focus on.
Okay. So they should learn how to be socially, uh, socially intelligent. I mean, they have to
Exactly.
hone those skills.
Exactly. Because that I think
That's
is a very, very important.
Yeah, you need to express your knowledge
Exactly.
and convince the others
Yes.
and communicate the right ideas.
Exactly.
Cool. So let us take a look at your car.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Thank you. Come.